What's going on, people of the digital world? My name is Chris Kazama, Fight Club Pro Wrestling, Washington, D.C., best city on earth, best wrestling city on earth. And right now, you're laying down on the mat looking up at the lights, listening to the 3 Count Podcast. That's right. Don't kick out. Stay tuned.
Welcome, everybody, to another great edition of the 3 Count Podcast presents Now Entering the Ring. I'm your host and running solo today, the Red Dog, Clifford Miller. People always try to figure out why my name's a Red Dog. It's easy, okay? First name's Clifford. It is what it is. So, yes, like I said, I'm running solo. But this is the 3 Count Podcast, and this is now entering the ring, which means one thing. We have a special guest for you. And today on the show, we have the man known as Brother Aaron. What's up?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Yo, it is spectacular. So prior to hitting this record button, man, we've been having like a great convo, man. So I was glad that we can actually get this linked up, man.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. I'm like, again, grateful, man. I always tell people, like, whenever we have people come on the show, I never feel like I meat strangers because I just feel like I haven't seen you in a while. It's like
right. Like we hanged out before.
Right. Exactly.
Were you downtown the other week? Oh no, I'm kidding.
I thought I recognized you, but I was just like, I don't know. This long shot.
We had a beer before.
Right. So let me start this off, man, by asking, who is Brother Aaron?
Who is Brother Aaron? Well, straight from Swag Alpha House, you know, man. Brother J Cat, he's my right hand man. Right now he's out partying right now. I'm holding it down on the 3 count. Just a party dude, man. Love it. Love the chicks. Love the girls. Love the boobs. Love the boobs. And love the wrestle.
That don't we all love booze and boobs?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So tell me, man, like, what's been like one of your favorite like fan interactions, like, all time?
Favorite fan interaction? Like with a fan or?
Yeah, so like if you had like a fan come up to you and just like tell you something, or just like, look, if you just like moments that you have like where people might come up and talk to you, just, anything like that.
There's this I think it was at Valor. This one lady, she came up, with her daughter, and she would say, like she told me and my bro that we're her favorite wrestlers and everything like that. They, every show they come to, they will get loud, get crazy, everything. They will pop like bigger than the whole place. They'll pop bigger than anybody in there for us. And then that's why, that's awesome to hear from a fan.
No, that is awesome, man. I definitely feel like everybody that we've kind of talked to about it, like their favorite thing is always like entertaining the kids, because obviously like the kids like draw more of them out than what they normally are. And like, it's like you said, a lady and her kid like comes up and like gives you guys more energy. That's one of my favorite things to hear about. So tell me about, this is going to be like the one question I'm really going to figure out. What was your worst bump that you've taken?
Whoo! Outside the ring, on a wooden floor. I did that twice. Never again. Yeah. It was one time at Valor. I think I forgot what the I think something Grimes Gym, I believe, in downtown York, and then in Lebanon at the Eagles Hall, I bumped on that ground on a hardwood floor. Yeah. I was doing a couple hardcore matches. Nothing too bloody, but just like hitting each other with kendo sticks and chairs and trash cans and stuff.
It's crazy, man. This is the second time I've heard someone say that they've taken a bump on the wooden floor. I was like, man, like the bump card just gets punched. Like,
Yeah.
like all the way through.
Yeah, it's like a humongous fly swatter, like smacking you in the back,
Mm-mm.
like from the top of your head. Not saying I bumped on it, thank goodness, but like from the top of your shoulders, like all the way down to the heels of your feet. It hurts. It's not fun.
It doesn't sound like fun at all to me.
Mm-hmm.
So then, besides your worst bump being on the floor, what's the hardest you've ever been hit?
Hardest I've ever been hit. Mr. Can I give a name?
It's up to you. I mean, I know people they're like, I don't ever want to bury talent. So like,
But he's an awesome dude. Mr. Ping. Yeah, he knows how to throw some pretty good punches. Some good. His chops are they're crazy. Yeah, they're crazy stiff.
okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait because actually we have him scheduled on the show, I think in 2 days actually. So this show will actually be out I think in mid-October is when this will come out, but his episode will be 2 episodes after.
Oh yeah. No, but he's wonderful talent, man, and he works hella tight. I like that.
That's good though. I mean, I love whenever we get to talk with other wrestlers and they help put over other wrestlers, even if they're not on the show right away. So it's always it's always cool. And that's the one thing I think I like about wrestling is that it's a brotherhood, and it's
absolutely.
family. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Brotherhood, whether it don't matter if you're a male, female, alien, sea creature, don't matter. I'm just kidding all that, but no, it's a brotherhood. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. Speaking of favorite things, man, I gotta know, man, where's been one of your favorite places to wrestle?
I would have to say H-Man in downtown. Well, not downtown Harris, but Midtown Harrisburg, on 3rd Street.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of performance there. You know, you got some local artists that come through there. Some artists that they book to perform there. Rock Kim was actually there on December 7th, back in or a few months ago in 2019. But yeah, it's a good ground to actually put yourself out there and things like that. You know, it's a great place to work.
Awesome. That's
Plus,
awesome.
They got a bar upstairs and downstairs. Like, they can't get nothing better than that.
No, you can't. You can't.
And downtown's right down the street.
So let's pretend, man, we're in a time machine, man, and we're going 5 years into the future.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself?
Hopefully in Japan or Ring of Honor. I love that the talent that they bring in. I love to be part of it. You know, and they focus more on. It seems like, from everybody's skill set in the indies, their craft is incredible, and that's why I pride myself on.
Okay. Is there anybody in Japan that you want to work?
Not off the top of my head. I'm not sure. But I mean, like a big name guy. I mean, I would have to say Tanahashi.
Yeah, it's a great pick.
Oh yeah. I love Tanahashi. I would love to work. I would love to at least watch him one of these days, in live.
Oh yeah,
right.
The Ace he's incredible.
Yeah.
I think for me, if I was to ever want to pick somebody, Ibushi would definitely be my dude.
Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, he's nice.
It's super smooth with everything.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Well, so seeing yourself 5 years in the future. So here's another question I like asking people. It's what advice would you give to up and coming wrestlers?
Stay humble about this business, and stay humble about your training, and always show up. What else I would like to say? Never have an ego about yourself. Never, take this business for granted, because it could easily be swiped up from under you. just like that with a snap of a finger.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we found that out real quick. Was it last month? The Speaking Out movement, like,
Mm-hmm.
that killed so many careers. It was crazy to see. And to be honest, man, can't be a scumbag. Like,
Yeah,
not.
absolutely.
And you had it right, man. Just gotta be humble in the ring because you never know when it's gonna end. So
Yeah, never know when it's gonna end for you. Like, career wise, you probably find yourself doing something else the next day.
yeah, you're right.
Absolutely.
So one of my questions for you, man, is like, we talked about, like, prior to all this, we talked a little bit, and you say you study a lot of film, man. So tell me about, like, what is your, where do you go to watch film? Like, is it WWE, WWF, WCW, ECW? Where's your favorite to watch?
I will try to look up some of the old school things, like someone like I looked up like, some of Dean Malenko, William Regal, Rob Van Dam. I like Rob Van Dam. I actually looked him up when he wrestled Sabu back in USWA.
Oh yeah.
That was like back when, like 91, I believe. Actually, I actually have it in a book if you don't mind me getting it at
No.
all. All right. Okay. Let's see here.
That's so cool because, like, actually I was just talking to
Yeah.
I was talking with colleagues, and we were talking about carrying a book with you everywhere and, like, making notes for everything.
I do my best to. It was June 6, 1991.
It's crazy.
That's a long, long time ago. Um, I do like trying to pay attention as much as the old school stuff and trying to learn from their technique and everything in the ring. Whether
So
it's playing. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, like, what was that moment that got you into wrestling? I know I never asked that question.
All right. Honestly, I'll be 100 with you. I didn't think I was gonna become one. Honestly, to be a wrestler. Uh, I know my brothers liked it. Growing up. My oldest brother, he actually did some backyard stuff. When back when he was like middle school. He did it with him and his friends back in the day. And like there was a time like I don't know how old I was. I was a little kid and I went to Hershey Park Stadium for a show. It was me, my two brothers, and my grandpa. He passed away in April 2001. So I believe like the early night or late 90s that I went to go. That was my first actual WWE show or WWF show that I've been at.
Okay.
And like my grandfather was a very wonderful man. I'm not crying or nothing. Hold on, like, he was a wonderful man. He was he fought in Nam. He was staff sergeant first class in Nam. So he served our country. Salute to him.
Hey, gotta love the vets. Gotta love vets, man. That's there's
Yeah.
it's something to say. It's something to say when you have, like, only less than 1% of the country who, like, serves, and then, like, you want to make sure that they don't get forgotten. And I feel where you're coming from because
Absolutely.
I'm a veteran myself. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. I guess with that, when because after he passed, like, there was I didn't really like when I was a kid. I was like 8 years old when he passed, and I didn't really know how to process it. Not like I cried or anything. It's just like, I mean, I got real sick. Like, I started throwing up everywhere. I ended up the day of his funeral, I was like passed out of sleep, like in a car.
Mm.
And I guess like with that, being, fast forward today is not why I wrestle, but it's I guess, I don't know, a part of me would, wanted or was meant to do this. I'm not sure. That's why I'm taking the journey that I'm taking.
Yeah,
I
man.
want to find out.
Yeah, you never leave any stone unturned. Like that's like the great thing about life. It's crazy how this was a wrestling interview that turned into like a life lesson. Guys, take notes to that. Okay, don't leave any stone unturned. Like I told you, man, like prior to like us just hitting the record button, I'm 34, I'm turning 35, and I just started my pro wrestling career.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, if anyone can relate, I'm like, yeah, it's me, because I'm one dude. Like, I was a college wrestler, and then I went to the military, and then here I am now as a pro wrestler. So I can relate when it comes to like, oh, let's see what that goes. Let's see where this goes. Let's go this way.
Yeah, Kevin. You ever heard of who Kevin Murphy is? Or at all?
No, the name escapes me.
Well, he runs Pro Wrestling Empire. He's one of the promoters for that. Him and my oldest brother are like best friends. So like before Pro Wrestling Empire happened or came about, it was like back in 2010, I believe. And I came home from school, and him and my brother was sitting on our front porch, and he asked me if I wanted to be a ref, like for a show. And I looked at him, and I was like, okay, sure. And I went in the house. And yeah, like that's when I first started, my wrestling career as a ref.
And that's what's up, man.
And when I became his ref, I did my best for him, and I ended up becoming the only ref for
him. It's wild, man, how the doors open up, man. It really is.
Right. Absolutely.
So, I mean, we kind of understand like how you got into wrestling as far as like shows, as well as like, obviously, like you said, as a ref. Like, what has been like your highlight, man, for like your career so far?
My highlight, I'll never forget it. And I think Rob Knox is for this one, and I'm going to say this about Rob. I owe that man everything. He's a wonderful person. He's a great mentor with life and in wrestling. And he's a genuine person, very honest, down to the bone. Love that man. He when back I think back in like 2014 or 15 when I started training for him, he put me in a match with Carlito in Eagles Hall in Lebanon. It was a Black Friday show. It was me, Malcolm King, Ox Hogg, and I think Tyler Sims. That was a totally different gimmick back then. I wasn't brother Aaron. I was a slider. I was a baseball gimmick, and we went up against Carlito and the dog. I believe the Dog Pound, Delicious, and Lobo, and the Bulldog Dylan.
This is like a few of those names. I know a few of those names for sure.
Oh yeah, and then and on their team was none other than Carlito. I remember, at the end, oh, it was wonderful. Carlito's a great guy to talk to. He's awesome. He never acted like a jerk or anything towards me or anything, and I was like the greenest person in the match. I guess the only green person in the match. He gave me his backstabber, and he took a bite of an apple, spit it in my face, and I took I would like to say bro kick. Yeah.
I got you.
I took a bro kick from Lobo, and that was it. And I remember on the drive home, because I had to work the very next morning. I was just happy. I got a chance to work him.
That's the best, man. Like I because I'm so young in like my career, like I can't wait for that moment where I get to work with someone that I like legitimately watched on TV. Like that would be
absolutely.
So I mean, aside from that, man, like like where else have you worked outside of outside Pennsylvania?
I haven't worked outside of Pennsylvania yet. I mean, I haven't only been to like a few areas here and there.
Okay. It's funny because you bring up Rob Noxious, and we actually just had him on the show last week. And you're right. Like, I'm going to help put him over too, man. Like, one of my favorite interviews, like, such a great dude, positive energy all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, I could definitely attest to that. And I only met him one time, and I felt like I had just not seen him since, like, the other day.
Yeah.
So you're definitely right about that fact, man.
Yeah, he's awesome, dude.
All right, so we're going to move over into the world famous 3-count, 10-count questions. Are you ready?
Right. Yes.
All right, man. So we're going to put the imaginary clock on the board. Bing! There it goes. So your first question on the board, man. Favorite era of wrestling?
I would have to say Ruthless Aggression.
Okay. Favorite candy?
Almond Joy.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird. I wake up in the morning anyway.
Pepsi or Coke?
Don't make me Pepsi.
Favorite energy drink?
I guess Monster.
It's a safe choice.
Yeah.
Superman or Batman?
Batman.
Hey, let's go. Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
It's a Friday night. What are you doing?
Either working, partying, or training.
Would you rather be too hot or too cold?
Too hot.
And everybody's favorite question. Favorite curse word?
Fuck.
Let's go. That's the 10-count questions, baby. That's what we do, and that's how we end this. So, with that being said, though, man, let us know where we can find you, man. Give us your social media.
Absolutely. Will do, sir. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. So, where can we find you on social media?
I'm sorry. You can find me under Action 28 Johnson, all lowercase, on Instagram. You can find me on my regular name, Aaron Johnson, on Facebook.
Bet. So definitely we'll have to link up your socials.
On those 2 platforms, that's all.
And that's fine, man. We'll link it up, make sure we put it up attached to the episode so you guys can actually check that out. So with that being said, my name is Clifford Red Dog Miller. I am here with the man, Aaron Johnson, aka Brother AA Ron. And we will see you on the next episode. So either be there or be somewhere else.
Be somewhere else.
Hello, 3-Count Podcast. If you enjoy what you're watching and you wouldn't mind going out your day to support us, go follow us on Twitter at 3count_pod, Instagram 3countpod, and if you want to look dripped out like your boy JJ, go to prowrestlingtees.com/the3countpod, and it's the number 3. Oh, and by the mention, we have a YouTube channel, so go check that out. The 3-Count Podcast with the number 3. JJ out.